Alright everybody, we are back, and one thing I want to make sure I do before I get too far here, I want to save my game. Remember, it's always important to save your game periodically because you never know what could happen. You never know what you could run into, you never know if you're going to lose your battery life or something. You don't know what could happen, so save often. It's really handy. Anyhow, let's make a move on over to Route 20. Now, depending on what season it is, this route will change a little bit. If it's autumn, this little pool here will actually be filled with leaves, and you can cross it. I don't remember what's over there. I think it's like a potion or something. But it's just kind of neat. Pokemon battles begin when eyes meet. That's a rule for trainers. Okay, so we're going to have to start fighting trainers now. Starting with this guy. Hey, fella. You can tell how much your opponent wants to fight by looking into his or her eyes, don't you think? Well, what do you think about me? Do you think I want to fight you? Anyhow, as I said, everyone in this game now is animated when they open up the fight, including youngster Terrell. He's got a Patrat, or a Patrat as it's actually called, and it's just at level 4, so it's not too rough or anything. You know, your starter Pokemon should do just fine against it, particularly if it's at level 7 or greater. But having potions is nice just in case something happens, or, you know, a critical hit or something. Definitely be on guard. It's also a good opportunity if you feel like using either Patrat or, Purloined, that's it. Wow, I could really tell that you wanted to win. It's a good opportunity for you to start with them in the fight, and then switch to Snivy. That's oftentimes referred to as switch training. Let's see. Nothing you can really do over there for now, but there is a last to fight here. Hey you, have you seen my cute Pokemon? Take a look. Alright, I love cute Pokemon. I'm a sucker for them. What can I say, Lass Isabel? She's got a Purloined. Level 4. Huh, alright. Same level as mine, ironically enough. Okay, well, let's just Vine Whip it. Thankfully, Purloined is not very tough. In fact, one downside to Purloined is Scratch is a normal type attack, while Purloined's a dark type Pokemon, so Scratch doesn't even do all that much damage. That's one of the downsides of using Purloined. That's why I don't recommend using it as a general rule. I mean, there's a lot of reasons you shouldn't, but that is most definitely one of them. Okay, so defeated. My Purloined is cute even if it loses. Well, okay. Keep telling yourself that. Now, let's see what's over here. Ooh, an item. It's a Perilous Heal. I think it's supposed to be Perilous Heal. I'm kind of surprised they don't just lengthen the item names. Hey, pal. Feel this boiling spirit. My Patrat is going to amaze you. Well, it's gonna amaze you. Oh, he's so cool he even says gonna. This guy's serious. Petey! It's Petey! Petey and his Patrat. Well, I've got Scalyleaf, my little Snivy. And you're probably just bothered as heck because I did not name him Marriland. But there's a good reason for that. There's a good reason, and you will find out when I get to the Floccesy Ranch, I guarantee it. It will pain me to do this, but at the same time, it will feel right, so just trust me. Oh, this wilting spirit! It wasn't supposed to end this way! Poor guy, you almost feel sorry for him. This indomitable spirit, I won't be brought down by losing. Moving forward is all that matters. So there's a few new Pokemon here for you to encounter. The first of which is Sunkern, which you actually find a lot more often in the, I think the summertime. It's a seasonal thing. The Pokemon here do change based on seasons, although I think it's just encounter rate. Now, I don't really need this thing, but I'm going to go ahead and catch it. Sunkern is actually, statistically, the weakest Pokemon. It has the lowest overall stats out of all of them, even Magikarp. It evolves when you use a Sunstone on it, so why can I not catch Pokemon? Oh my goodness. Regrettably, it doesn't have a lot of excellent attacks, although as a Sunflora, it does get Giga Drain and Petal Dance, which is kind of nice. The downside of Sunflora is it's pretty slow. You're usually better off with a Pokemon like Lilligant if you want that kind of a strategy, or Or if you're in the need for a grass-type Pokemon, you can also pick up, what is it? Sewaddle, which is also in the area. Yeah, this very area. And it's a bug grass type, and it's pretty decent. I used one in my original Pokemon White playthrough. Love the darn thing. Come on, a kid without a single gym badge continuing on past here? Battle with the trainers and Pokemon in this area, then battle some more. Wow, you're a real jerk. Any hidden items up here? Ah, I knew it. Pokeball, sweet. Can always use more of those. Okay, look at that thing. It's just sitting there and I can't reach it. You can only reach it in autumn, which is a bummer. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to take a very quick moment. I know it looks like I'm doing nothing, but I am actually going to refer to my walkthrough, the one posted on my website, because it's so great. Yeah, so, let's see here. Yeah, I think right here is a Pokeball. And then I think there's also the potion of the one. So that's just a Pokeball. You're not missing out on too much. So straight ahead here is actually the Floccesy Ranch. Nifty! We're already there. And look, there's trucks! Trucks! Oh my goodness. It's like cars or something. Alright, but before we go on there, let's just take a look at some of the other Pokemon you can find here. There we go. There's a Sewaddle. I'm probably mispronouncing it, but whatever. This is a great Pokemon to catch early on. I kind of like it. I'm not going to use it because I'm using Snivy, and it's rather redundant to use two grass types on a team. Not that it stopped me with fighting types in my Japanese playthrough, but whatever. One of the nice things about Leavanny, though, which is its final evolution, is it gets Razor Leaf. Well, actually, it gets Leaf Blade. I'm thinking of Sewaddle, which gets Razor Leaf at level 15, which isn't too bad. It gets Bug Bite at level 8, too, so it's rather nice early on in the game. Definitely recommend it. Leavanny's nice, though, because, I mean, it has good moves like Leaf Blade, X-Scissor, Swords Dance. You can learn some nice TMs. But it's just pretty nifty. It's a good Pokemon. It's fast, too. It's fast and has decent attack. You have to evolve it through happiness, though. Ah, there we go. There's the last of the new Pokemon on the route. It's Pidove. You know, the little bird thing. It's a pigeon. I don't think it's called Pidove. I keep hearing it on the show. But some people keep thinking it's Pidove. But whatever. So, as funny as that bird's name sounds, it's not really all that great of a Pokemon. It has a nice strategy going on because it has Super Luck, which increases the chance of it getting a critical hit. However, the downside is it has very low special attack, and all the attacks that it can use that raise the odds of a critical hit, they're all special based, so it just feels kind of half-hearted there. That's why I don't really recommend it. Again, it's one of those Pokemon I actually used in my original Pokemon White playthrough. I used that and I used Sewaddle. And they turned out alright, but you know, I used it in the end. It's no Staraptor, but it can pull off some strategies okay. There are better Pokemon though. Although you're not going to find too many flying types early on at this point. Really, one of its main competitions, believe it or not, is Zubat, which you get a little bit later on. It's actually kind of solid in this game. You get it at just the right time where it's useful. So, I'm going to go back and heal really quick, and I think I'm just going to leave this episode off here. In the next episode, we will check out the Floccesy Ranch. And that's a really cool place, because that's where you find all the cool Pokemon. Alright, I'll see you next time, trainers, on Marriland's Pokemon White 2 Adventure.